Over the years, I've rarely flown Thai AirAsia since they used to only fly from Bangkok's second airport, Dun Mueang, which I'm not a fan of. But now that they're flying from Suvarnabhumi as well, I figured it would be a good time to try them out again, and see if they could be as good and consistent as Malaysian AirAsia, the daddy airline of the group, if you will. It's also kind of exciting to note that Thai AirAsia will be the 100th airline that I featured on the channel, and to think that flights were originally an afterthought for the channel. As a way to, let's say, celebrate that, I've put together a special playlist for the occasion, featuring 10 flight videos, one each from each slot on my rankings from 1 to 10. A link to that is in the description. For right now though, let me welcome any of you that might be new to the channel. My name is Kevin. I'm here to give you a self-funded and honest look at some of the best, and some of the not so best, airlines and hotels in the world, which I've been bringing to you full time for the past 4 years. Check out my hundreds of videos, scan the QR code, or click the link in the description to learn more about how I do things. Let's get into the trip report. Welcome to Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport. As you all know, I enjoy a bit of airline itinerary torture, so I just landed from Hong Kong, where I had just landed from New York, and now I have my final flight of the day, or 3 days I guess, to Krabi. If you've never heard of Krabi, I highly suggest you check out my Ritz-Carlton Reserve Pulai Bay review, which shows off the region pretty nicely. Krabi is the mainland sister of Phuket. Not nearly as busy as Phuket, but it does have its own airport, with plenty of flights from Bangkok. Thai AirAsia has its own check-in area, which is mostly self-serve, if you don't need to check in any baggage. So for the purpose of me counting airlines, the line in the sand that I drew a while ago simply comes down to airline codes, how they use them, and what the Flighty app uses as well. If two related airlines have different codes and use different codes, then I consider them different airlines. So in this case, AirAsia, Thai AirAsia, AirAsia X, Philippines AirAsia, all of the AirAsias, they're all different airlines in my book. On the other hand, the likes of LATAM Chile, LATAM Brazil, etc., I count as a single airline because they do have some differences, but they now all operate under the same LA code. That was my introduction into how complicated AirAsia could be if you dive in deep. But let me clearly note, if you're a casual passenger, you won't see any difference, except for the nationality of the crew and the selection on the menu. AirAsia regularly sells connecting flights on more than one of their airlines. The domestic wing of the airport is not exactly chock full of amenities and things to do. 90 minutes prior to your flight is generally plenty of time to arrive. Since I was already here though, I spent some time at the Coral Lounge, a chain of lounges in Thailand which tends to punch above their weight class, especially at this airport. It was busy, but I still felt like there was a guest to staff ratio of 2 to 1, so it was run like a well-oiled machine. OG AirAsia, the Malaysian one, first started service in 1996, and was, oddly enough, government-owned and a full-service airline. Those first 5 years did not go so well, and in 2001, Tony Fernandez, along with his partners, acquired the debt-ridden airline for the sum of 1 Malaysian ringgit, which is around 20 cents. Fernandez envisioned turning it into a low-cost airline modeled on the likes of Southwest and Ryanair, and he did, and he achieved a profit in that first year. Fernandez is still the CEO of AirAsia and chairman of Toon, the parent company. Starting with Thai AirAsia in 2003, AirAsia began multiplying like bunnies, beginning to establish all of those individual airlines that I mentioned, along with AirAsia Philippines, Indonesia, a few others, and a couple which are now defunct, such as AirAsia Japan, which is now Vanilla Air, or AirAsia India, which is now part of Air India Express. It's a large family. We boarded from the last gate, A6, which gave me some views of the very faded and sad-looking Thai A380s parked in the very far distance. Thai AirAsia currently has 62 aircraft, all of them A320 family, and I reserved an exit row seat for today's flight. Boarding was swift and orderly, and the seat is what I like to call the bog standard comfortable version of typical low-cost seats in Southeast Asia. If you're enjoying the video and would like to support the channel, there are many ways that you can do so. A quick like on the video and subscribe helps videos with the algorithm. You could join my YouTube channel memberships to get early access to some videos and access to all of my community posts. Or you could check out my Patreon, where I post the most and can help you out with any travel-related questions. Whatever you do, thanks for doing it. When you book your ticket, you can choose your meal at that point, save a bit of money, and you'll be served first. But if you prefer, you can also choose from the extensive menu on board. One of the reasons why I've always enjoyed AirAsia is because of their food on offer. It just blows all other low-cost carriers out of the water. They now even have good iced coffee drinks on board. I mean actual good ones, not that sugary premixed stuff. I had pre-ordered one of my favorites, Uncle Chin's chicken rice. If you bought a hot meal combo on board, it would be around 200 baht. It's honestly just always really good, an easy 9 out of 10. Crew on board were genuinely friendly, not just that airline required low-cost smile as they passed through the aisle 3 times. This is just a quick flight, so soon after the service was finished up, we were already in a stormy descent into Krabi. So my 100th airline. I think we're going to need to go for a 7. As you know, these ratings are simply my experience compared to what the airline is meant to do. Relax. This doesn't mean Thai AirAsia is better, quote unquote, than Emirates. So I really do hope that you enjoyed this quick flight with me today. If you did, please be sure to click that like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss my weekly flight and resort reviews. I'll see you next time on Malaysia Airlines for a 4-in-1 review. As always, thanks for watching until the end.